313.9 million people in the United States of America this morning. Shabbat Shalom and welcome, one and all, on this beautiful Saturday. Let me tell you, the sun is shining, and it is the Sabbath day, the 17th day of May, 2014. Welcome to this week's service on the Sabbath. I have a very special service in store for you today, something I want to share with each and every one of you that comes from a viewer and subscriber of mine. We're going to go to announcements in a moment, but 313.9 million people in America. Now, I want to get your opinion on this. I've been watching the live stream coverage of Operation American Spring, and frankly, I'm disappointed in the turnout. It appears to be maybe a couple thousand people that marched on to Washington demanding that Barack Obama go, demanding the impeachment of Barack Obama and holding signs of Benghazi. But I could not make the trip. Financially, it was impossible for me to go. But out of 313.9 million people, only a couple of thousand turned out to march on to Washington. I just want to get your opinion. Did you think the numbers were just not there? And of course, mainstream media news is not covering this at all. When we looked at the Arab Spring, and remember the turnout of people that protested their government? I just didn't see it with Operation American Spring. So I don't want to get too much more into that. Are you disappointed in the turnout? Where was Alex Jones? Where's Alex Jones? I was just a little bit disappointed because we need change in this country. We need something drastic to happen. But I didn't see the numbers. So let me know what you think. Now, we're going to have some coffee. Yes, this is church. Now, unlike your church on Sunday that you may attend, you got to wait until service is over to have your coffee and cookies. You're going to have your coffee and cookies right now. I'm going to have my coffee. I got a different cup. And I don't have a suit and tie on. I'm not dressed like a businessman. At our church here, and this is church, you come as you are. You can wear whatever you want. Be in the comfort of your home. I'm sitting down. The pastor today is sitting down behind my podium, my lectern. You can't see it because I'm sitting at it. I'm not standing up wearing a suit and tie. Let's have our coffee. Hold on. Operation American Spring. I don't see the impact being made as in the Arab Spring, the uprising. There was an uprising of maybe a couple thousand people. Are you disappointed? I am a little bit. But it's a start. It's a beginning. Announcements. Join us tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at Tiny Chat for our live church service, our live interaction in the chat room. Praise and worship at 6:30 p.m. Go to tinychat.com/Pastor Dave. Something very special coming up. Don't leave. Have some more coffee. You don't want to miss this. Hold on. Now, before we get to the heart of the message today, and it is a poem I want to share with you. Something new that I'm doing on my channel. Now, when someone gives a precious gift offering to the ministry, our inner city outreach, to the poor and to the homeless, I want to acknowledge them. Thursday, nothing came into the ministry, and Friday, yesterday, nothing came in until around 11:30 p.m. last night. I found when I woke up this morning from a precious viewer and subscriber in Novi, Michigan. I'm in Holly. We're neighbors. Novi is not that far. Before we came here, we lived just right outside of Novi in Commerce Township, Walled Lake. So I know where Novi is. I have friends in Novi. And I want to thank Tony from Novi for a very special gift offering to the ministry, to the homeless. Now, we're going to have a short service today. I want to share with you a poem that was written by a viewer and subscriber of mine, a very precious one, and asked that I do not mention her name. But she says, Pastor Dave, I wrote the following poem about 20 years ago when I first became a Christian. Could you read it? And if you think it is good, could you read it in a video? I enjoy listening to you read. Don't say it came from me. I won't. Just say from a viewer. Also, I'm going to send you one more poem, and if you think it is good, would you read that one too? Now, the poem is untitled, so maybe, here's a job for all of you. Maybe we can think of a title for this poem, and I want to share this with you all right now. The second poem I will share Monday morning on our Good Morning YouTube. Are you ready? Let me read this poem. Let me get my mouse in the right spot. Okay. Maybe it's time for a world with no peace, for the people to cry to the mountain peaks, to fall on them, to invite death in, to silence the cries of hearts pained with sin. The blood of the babes from the wombs do flow, encircles the earth up to horses' elbows, and no rhymes nor reasons are ever found. From the east to the west, confusion abounds. In the hearts of men, where illusions arise, no shame do you sense, believing its lies. The sound of the trumpet bellows its sound above earth's heavy burden that man lay upon. Can you hear through the fire? Can you see through your dirt of deceit and destruction, which you, man, gave birth? The seraph of wisdom, who plays the trump's tune, like a sea of glass, can see right through you. In a blink of your eye, like a thief in the dark, will render his children safe from your charm. My time will come, my day will be here, to climb to my roof, where he'll clench my hand there. I pray you'd have gone, but to your lies you do cling, too heavy to carry for the angel who sings. I will leave you then to fate you've chose, with mountains to save you, a lie superimposed. I'll see you one last time on that sea of glass, with golden crowns and a looking glass. And on that day that I meet you to share one final goodbye, you'll call out my name and you'll start to cry. Please go to the water and in it do touch with the tip of your finger. Is it asking too much? Then return to me as quick as you left, to my caloric birth, where eternity sweats. I'll jot out my tongue to lap off the drip, to cool off my tongue by your fingertip. I'll then turn away from whence I felt peace, to the one true light, to the one true peace. Every tear on my cheek you shall rashly did place. You so rashly did place. He'll gently wipe dry, and will enter his grace, where in his gardens I'll play, and where his flowers I'll pick. The joy of his love will forever be bliss. Beautiful, beautiful. I want to thank all of you for joining us today. I hope I did okay reading the poem. It's kind of hard for me to see. I love you all. TrumpetOfGodMinistries.com. Remember, this is now where we would ask you once again. This ministry has just been so blessed for the offering. If you feel led by the Holy Spirit and moved to give to this ministry, to the needy, to the lost, and to the homeless. I will put the link below. Shabbat Shalom. Love one another today.